Hey, how's it going? I have to apologize, guys. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, and it's been a couple of days since my last upload. But I have found some pretty interesting news in the UFO world just recently, and I thought it'll be really interesting to talk about briefly about what was going on in this last couple of days. So there is this video from Oscar Paul who did a short brief interview with Senator Rounds, and he was basically just asking him if he has asked around where these UFO locations might be and where the material might be stored. But when Senator Round got asked, he literally just brushed it off, saying, "Oh, who do I talk to? Like, where do I go? Who do I ask? I don't know anyone who might know." And then ask Paul, he's like, "Well, you're basically the senator. You can go wherever you like. You can ask whoever you like," which I found really funny. And also there's been some information about him, I think, blocking the Disclosure Act that they're trying to implement. Anyway, let's just have a listen this short clip from the brief exchange between Senator Rounds and Oscar Paul.
Have you talked to any whistleblowers who've seen or claim to see recovered craft?
I've talked to individuals who have seen materials that they were analyzing, but they did not know what it was from.
Have you asked to go see that yourself?
No.
Why not? Not believable, or
Where would I go to ask?
you're a senator. You're gonna do what you want.
But the question is who would have it? And a lot of it's been years back, and a lot of it, I suspect, is part of stealth materials that have been developed by different organizations within the federal government.
Well, some folks, like Lockheed Martin, keeps coming up in talks that Lockheed Martin might have some of this technology.
Well, they have stealth technology, just like some others do. But I just simply don't know. And people say, well, what about, UAPs and so forth? And I say, I don't know, but I would be foolish to say that they don't exist because I don't know.
Now, since that came out, Jeremy Corbell came out with his new podcast on Weaponized, basically giving out these locations from Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin out in the public, which I don't think they have been mentioned before. And I'm just gonna play that clip from Jeremy here, which I think this is major news. Let's take a look.
So I'm just going to say it. I think Senator Rounds should ask to see Lockheed's Plant B6 complex in Burbank, California, 2300 Empire Avenue. And then I would like them, maybe he should go ask to see Northrop Grumman's Plant 42 in Palmdale, which is 3520 East Avenue, M Street. I mean, look, the addresses are there. Like, he could ask to find out what's going on at those two locations with the exact hardware that the Disclosure Act, was written about. Do we have materials that they suspect to be NHI? Well, those are two places you can go look. He should do that, don't you think?
Yeah, and he should get there before the moving vans back up, which they're probably on their way right now.
So I think that is really, really interesting, that they've already given out this information that have not been heard before. Well, I have not heard it anywhere else. Those two locations. It was well known that Lockheed and Northrop are very involved within the UFO cover-up. However, the exact locations that Jeremy is giving here, that's very interesting, and I will try and let's try and have a look if we can find them on Google Maps. Lockheed's planned B6 complex in Burbank, California. 2300 Empire Avenue. And I think this is the location for that complex, which it looks like an ordinary building, to be honest. You can even get down and have a look around, but yeah, would they have our entire craft stored here? I don't know, maybe material pieces or whatever, but I'm pretty skeptical if they would have an entire craft. This could be, very well could be an underground base as well. I would not be surprised. We cannot go any further. But what do you think, guys? Could this building have an entire UFO disk? Okay, I don't know, there's nothing unusual about it. So that's that. Let's check the other location for Northrop Grumman. 3520 East. Sorry. 3520 East. Here. Let's switch to layers. Now this looks more like a... This is proper. Yes. There is a good chance there is something here. Now he says Plant 42. Plant 42. No, I'm not sure which of these buildings, but it must be somewhere here. UAP NHI storage facility. Someone put a marker here already. Could any of these hangars here that are up on the road? I think it would be something. Plant 42. Oh, Plant 42. Maybe it's this plant here, actually. The Blackbird, I believe. Who knows, guys? Let me know if you've seen this news from Jeremy and Senator Rounds. I'm really interested how this is gonna play out. We've heard that there's also hearing coming up, whether that'll be very soon or a little bit later this year. I think it was meant to be very soon, but it got rescheduled. So we'll see who will be the first-hand witness. I think there's talks that they're trying to get first-hand witnesses, which will be really helpful, I think. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Hope you're all well. Bye.